Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Spaz here at the DayZ range. We went over the CZ550, and today we will go over the M14 AIM, I believe. And that one's an interesting piece. But we're going to do something different today. Well, not necessarily different as in shooting, but different as in we're going to put more stats. I will probably later in the videos put down the distance of the target on the side of the screen, so you'll see what the distance is while we're shooting, as well as what crosshairs hit what at what distance. So I'll give you a little more information and help you out on your adventures of DayZ. And we'll get started here with the M14 AIM. Alright, the M14 AIM. This is a battle rifle, and it uses the DMR mags. You have a 20 round magazine, and what's interesting about this weapon that the scope does not zoom in. I mean, that's zoomed in, but it doesn't have crosshairs. It has a dot, a red dot, and there is no zeroing, so it's at default whatever it is. And with a DMR round, you would think the max distance would be about 800 meters, but to start off here, we're going 100 meters. So you'll see at probably the top right corner set to 100 meters, and we're going to be staying from the crouch position, and we'll see how this gun performs, and let's see how accurate it is at 100 meters. Let's aim for the face if you can. That hit him, but I forgot to turn on the projectile camera, so it's on now. And I have been getting comments about my aim, but that's just me. Alright, so looks like it's pretty accurate within 100 meters. I'm going to aim for the face again, and I knew that was a little high. That center dot was not stabilized too good. Let's just aim for the neck just to be sure I hit him. Very loud gun. It has the same sound, almost, I believe the same sound as the CZ550. And also the same sound as the DMR and all that. Now we're set to 200, and we're going to aim for the chest. And it seems to be exactly at the chest, so this is pretty accurate within 200 meters. Wherever I put the dot at and fire, that bullet's going to hit that dot. And that was over his shoulder, and that was my fault. I like to think of myself as an average player, not too skilled in the arts of sniping. Some may even say that this gun is not a sniper rifle because of the scope. However, I would almost classify anything that shoots 400 meters and above to be a sniper rifle. But that's just my personal opinion. Feel free to leave a comment regarding your opinion. I'd love to hear it. And we set this to 300 meters. 10 rounds left in the magazine. And let's see how this performs. Let's see if the dot is still measuring up. Yes, it is. So at 300 meters, wherever you place that dot, that bullet's going to hit it. One more shot here before we increase it. Yep. Again, it's kind of hard to see, but at 300 meters you can still place the dot right at the target and hit it. Let's go to 400 meters. Target is still visible. Putting that dot right. It covers most of his body, so I'm going to have to guess this. A little bit drop. I want to try that again though. 5 more rounds. I'm going to aim a little higher, like the head. Let's see if he hits it. It went down a little bit. I'm going to say I was aiming at the heart and it hit his balls. Let's try this again. I wish my DPI was a little bit less sensitive. So yeah, it travels down just a little bit at 400 meters. Still hits the target, so I'm going to aim it just a little bit above his head and see where that hits. over his head. So let's aim a little bit lower. Maybe put that center dot right at the head. Still over. So this dot actually may be zeroed in at 400 meters. This is really hard to hit at 400 meters. Reload the magazine, and I don't want to go ahead and call it yet because I know there's a lot of skilled people out there who can use this gun very effectively above 400 meters. But like you've been putting down on my stats there, I've been putting down my personal effective range of each weapon. And that was my miss. So I'm going to go ahead and put my personal effective range at 400 meters. Feel free to leave a comment about yours if you know it. I want to try one more shot here. But yeah, with the 20 round magazine, I would definitely give a shot at 400 meters and keep shooting until I hit the target. Especially with this DMR round, it does a lot of damage. I'm going to turn off projectile camera real quick and throw a few rounds. Oh, first shot hit. So this is kind of like a real scenario here without any projectile camera. If you're firing at a guy, this is what you would do. This is what you would see. And so far, he's been getting knocked down with one hit. Well, let's go ahead and go 500 rounds. Or, excuse me, 500 meters. And without using projectile camera. Let's see what we will see. There's a reason why I had this at 1080p. Because... Nope, 2 hits in a row. Got him. He's down. Let's try that with projectile camera. Yeah, the reason why I had this at 1080p is so you actually see the target better. I'm almost going to put this at 500. I actually think I will. Because even though I can definitely tell that the bullet goes down, it starts going down. That was towards his head. I'm going to aim at the head. And it was traveling down a little bit. So the bullet drop seems to be effective at 500, 400 meters. 400 to 500. You can still place a dot on the target, on the body, and hit it, just like there, but it travels down and hits the knees. That was aiming a little bit higher, and I got the waist. So, 400 and 500 meters, bullet drop. Other than that, you can aim your target anywhere between that, point blank to 400 meters and hit that target no problem. Set it back to 400 meters, placing the crosshairs or sight right on the body. There you go. So, screw it. Let's go ahead and put this range at effective range for me at 400 to 500. Just to show an example, let's go 700. I don't know, since we're going increments at 100, let's go 600 here and fire. And it seemed to come up short because it went right between his legs, and that was aiming for his head. Yeah, so as you can tell right there, 600 meters. Aiming at the target, it comes up short. So I would definitely not fire this weapon at 600 meters. If that ricocheted, you have proof right there. It ricocheted and hit him. That was nice. That was nice. Alright, hope you enjoyed this. We're going to go through more. I believe the next one will be the DMR.